Hello student, myself Digan Sakhiwala, I am your science sir. Today we will start new chapter 6 life processes. In this chapter we are going to learn about the autotrophic mode of nutrition, heterotrophic mode of nutrition. We are going to learn about the different part of the body. We will learn about the excretion, we will learn about transportation and many more life processes. Okay, so we will start. All the processes which together keep the living organism alive and perform the job of body maintenance are called the life processes. So many processes are very important in our body. First is to get the nutrition from the food. After that we have another process to get the energy, that is respiration. Third thing is that whatever the energy is produced or whatever the nutrients are produced, they are going different part of the body. Okay, that is called transportation. And waste material thrown out of the body, that is called the excretion. So these are very important life processes, okay, for the body. Life processes include the nutrition. I told you nutrition, for that component are required carbohydrate, other is protein and fat. Respiration, in that energy is produced in terms of ATP. Transportation, to carry the different product, different nutritions or different product in the different part of the body of the organism. And excretion means whatever waste product is obtained, okay, produced, that is thrown out of the cell of the body, that is called the excretion. Nutrition, process of obtaining nutrients from the environment, that is intake of food and then its digestion in the body. So when we take the food, whenever we take the food, that food is convert into the different type of nutrition. In our food already protein is present. Protein is long chain of amino acid. Fat is present, fat, and other is carbohydrate. Carbohydrate means the compound which is contain carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, they are called carbohydrate. Somewhere carbohydrate is also represented as sugar, or somewhere it is represented as what, saccharide. Okay, so whenever we eat the food, digestion process occur, and by the digestion nutrients are separated, okay, and they are transported into different part of the body. Respiration process occur and waste product is thrown out of the body. Okay, so to getting nutrition in the body is called the nutritions. Mode of nutrition, there are two type of nutrition, autotrophic and heterotrophic. Dear student, there are two type of nutritions are there. One is autotrophic, means those organisms which can prepare the food for themselves, that is called autotrophic mode of nutrition. Then maybe you have question that my mother is also prepare the food for ourselves, so we are autotrophic mode of nutrition. No, only plant is included or some bacteria are included, they are in the autotrophic mode of nutrition because they prepare the food by themselves. Okay, heterotrophic mode of nutrition means we are there or some animals are there, some organism are there, they are depend on the other animal or plant, they are called the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition, the organism which make their own food are called the autotrophics, and the process is called the autotrophic nutrition. Some organism are there, they contain chlorophyll, like plants are there, green plant, okay, chlorophyll contain magnesium. So in the presence of sunlight, the photosynthesis reaction occur and they prepare the food for themselves. Okay, autotrophs use the energy molecule to convert the simple inorganic material into the complex organic molecules. Dear student, first we understand what is organic molecule. Organic molecule means the molecule which are obtained from the organ of plant or animal. That is our initial definition. Okay, nowadays the new definition are there, the compound which are made up of hydrogen and carbon, they are called the organic compound. So organic compounds or organic molecules are also called the hydrocarbon compounds. So mainly they are made up of hydrogen and carbon. Rest of the part is called what, inorganic molecule. Okay, organic compound are mostly made up of covalent bond, and inorganic compounds are mostly made up of polar bond. Okay, polar bond means they have some charges are there. Autotrophs use energy molecule to convert the simple inorganic material into complex organic molecules. Simple inorganic molecule in that carbon dioxide and water, they are inorganic because they have some charges are there. Okay, and by photosynthesis reaction, carbon dioxide plus water, they are inorganic molecule, they convert into glucose. Glucose is the organic molecule, C6H12O6. Okay, so by that way they prepare the food for themselves. Autotrophic nutrition is fulfilled by the process in which autotrophs take in carbon dioxide and water and convert these into the carbohydrates. In the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight, this process is called the photosynthesis. So what is autotrophic mode of nutrition? In that carbon dioxide react with water in the presence of sunlight, and by this process we get the glucose or we get the carbohydrate, okay, plus we get the oxygen plus water. Dear student, you remember that for any carbohydrate are so many: starch, glucose, fructose, okay, they are also called the sugar. What we are using, that is called sucrose here, okay. Dear student, we have one equation, that is Einstein equation, that is for the solid thing, E equals to mc square. But for the light we have another equation, E equals to hv, okay. So whenever we discuss about the wave, at that time wave of energy we represent by this equation, H, E equals to hv. And for any solid particle, whatever energy is produced, that we can understand by the Einstein equation, E equals to mc square. So 6 mole of carbon dioxide plus 12 mole of water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, we get glucose C6H12O6 plus 6 mole of oxygen plus 6 mole of water. Dear students, so many book, instead of sunlight, what is written here? Here frequency, okay. Raw material for the photosynthesis. We know that raw material for the photosynthesis is sunlight. For sunlight is important, water is important, carbon dioxide is important, and some other things are also important, okay. Sunlight, chlorophyll, carbon dioxide, water, along with water, nutrients like nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, iron are also absorbed from the soil. So some are very important. Now dear student, you have to remember some symbol of some element like potassium. We can say that potassium, so its symbol is not P, its symbol is K. Phosphorus, symbol is P, okay. Iron is very important for the hemoglobin, because in hemoglobin Fe is present. Same way in the chlorophyll magnesium is present. Nitrogen is absorbed in the form of nitrates or nitrites, okay. Nitrogen is very inert gas, it will not easily usable. So during lightning, what happen? The nitrogen react with oxygen because of the high temperature, and it convert into the nitrates, NO3 minus, or nitrites, that is NO2 minus. Dear student, we are going to learn about the site of photosynthesis as well as stomata, and we carry out one activity. By that we come to know that carbon dioxide and light is important for the photosynthesis. First we will learn what are the site for the photosynthesis. Chloroplast in the leaf, chloroplast contain chlorophyll. So chloroplast in that leaf, okay, and chloroplast contain chlorophyll in that magnesium is present, and because of that result photosynthesis reaction occur. Main event of photosynthesis in that photosynthesis reaction never occur in the dark, so it occur always in the presence of light. So absorption of light is very important. Absorption of light energy by chlorophyll. Second, conversion of light energy into chemical energy, okay. So what happened, because of the light energy, CO2 and H2 are present in the chlorophyll, it convert into glucose, okay. Splitting of water molecule during the photosynthesis reaction, 6 CO2 plus 6 H2O, we get glucose plus oxygen. So here what happened, splitting of water molecule take place, and because of that reason oxygen is produced, okay. Splitting of molecule into hydrogen and oxygen. And third is what? Reduction of carbon dioxide, okay. Reduction of carbon dioxide is reduced to glucose, or we can say that carbohydrate. Stomata is very tiny pores, you can see by the microscope, okay. In that around guard cells are present. When they swell up, at that time guard cells are swell up, then what happens, the stomata is open, and when the guard cells are shrink, then what happens, the stomata is closed. Which are tiny pores present on the leaf. Massive amount of gaseous exchange take place in the leaf through these pores for the purpose of photosynthesis, okay. So whatever gaseous exchange occur in the plant or leaf, that is because of the stomata. Exchange of gases occur across the surface of stem, root and leaves. So that exchange occur on the different part of the plant like stem, roots and leaf. Large amount of water can also be lost through this stomata. So when the guard cell absorb the water molecule, at that time it open, and when guard cell lose the water, at that time it shrink and the stomata is closed. So large amount of water molecule is also lost through the stomata. The plant closes these pores when it does not need carbon dioxide for the photosynthesis. Okay, so plant closes these pores when they do not need the carbon dioxide. When for photosynthesis reaction they need carbon dioxide, but if the carbon dioxide amount is sufficient, then what happens? Guard cell close the stomata, so carbon dioxide cannot enter into stomata. The opening and closing of this pore is a function of guard cell. So because of this opening, carbon dioxide is enter, or because of the closing, carbon dioxide cannot enter. This all the function is done by what? Guard cell. The guard cells swell when water flows into them, causing stomata to open. The pore closes if the guard cell shrink. Okay, so when the guard cells are shrink, then stomata is closed. Dear student, we are going to perform one activity. In this activity, we come to know that carbon dioxide is very important for the photosynthesis reaction. For that, we take two same plants. Okay, we put this plant for the 2 or 3 days in the dark, so photosynthesis not reaction occur, and we observe that they are become a pale yellow because the starch or photosynthesis reaction not occur, glucose is not formed. Okay, now we put both the plant into two bell jar. Okay, two different bell jar. One bell jar contain potassium hydroxide. Okay, in one plate it is a potassium hydroxide, and another bell jar, in that we will not put the potassium hydroxide. Okay, we totally cover this bell jar with the Vaseline. Okay, and again we put both the plant in the sunlight. When we expose in the sunlight, after some time we notice that the bell jar in which potassium hydroxide is present, it is remain as it is remain pale yellow only, and the bell jar in which we do not put the potassium hydroxide, means bell jar number 2, in which we do not put the potassium hydroxide, in that photosynthesis reaction occur, and because of that reason the leaves are become a blue and black color. Dear student, what is the characteristic of potassium hydroxide? Whatever carbon dioxide is present, that is absorbed by the potassium hydroxide, and because of that reason bell jar 1, okay, in that whatever carbon dioxide is present, that carbon dioxide already absorbed by potassium hydroxide. So the bell jar number 1 in that plant is not able to get carbon dioxide, so photosynthesis reaction stops. So its leaf is become a pale yellow, photosynthesis reaction not occur. The same thing in the second bell jar, in that some amount of carbon dioxide is present, and because of that reason the photosynthesis reaction take place, so it is become a blue black. Dear student, we already know that bell jar 2, in that potassium hydroxide is not there, so photosynthesis reaction occur in the bell jar. From this activity we come to know that for the photosynthesis reaction, two things is important. One is sunlight, and second is what? Carbon dioxide. Thank you so much.